Hello and welcome. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy, Vegan coming at you on a odd day for me. Wednesdays are perfectly fine days, but my usual live stream day and time is Friday. Around this time, Friday 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I just had a few moments here where I thought, hey, I could do a midweek live stream. Sorry, I couldn't come on any earlier for those who are living say in Europe, or fast asleep when I do these live streams. But maybe some of you guys who are up late partying tonight will get this. So anyway, hello Heather, hello Vegan Wesker. How you guys doing? Thanks for being the first to join on this very impromptu live stream. On my midweek live streams, as opposed to my Friday live streams, the midweek live streams, I like to just leave it wide open. That's why the title is Ask a Vegan Anything. On the Friday live streams, yes, I invite non-vegans and even anti-vegans to come and try to debunk veganism. So if you're watching after the fact, so you're watching a replay of this, and you really think you want to come back and give me some great piece of evidence why veganism is debunked, feel free, but do that on Fridays. My next Friday live stream will be this one, Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So until then, we just could chill out and just do a general vegan chat here. So if anyone wants to talk about anything in particular, if you saw any video or something like that interested you, a story in the news, feel free to bring it up. 2 a.m. Vegan, good to see you too. Just doing a impromptu live stream here. I just got back, had a little late lunch with Angie. She said, hey, you haven't live streamed midweek for a while. I go, yeah, I almost did yesterday, but I got into working on some music, which is good. I finished up a project that's been dangling, so close to being finished for quite a long time. So I took that opportunity yesterday. So anyway, just gonna see if anyone wants to chat about any general vegan stuff today. Ask a vegan anything. So again, if anyone has any general questions, anything they want to ask, now's a great time. Since no one knew I was coming on, we have a relatively small amount of live viewers right now. Usually it's quadruple or 5, 6, 7 times this. So we this is a great opportunity just to ask something without being having your comment get drowned out amongst all the many others. So Angry Vegan, good to see you there. Just doing a general chill live stream. So just before launching into any particular topic or anything like that, in case anyone's wondering, I did get a tooth removed yesterday. I was talking about it last Friday. It has nothing to do with being vegan. It has to do with some just gum periodontal issues that I've had for a very, very long time. So if you're watching VD, you make a video if you want, but it has nothing to do with being vegan. There are plenty of non-vegans at the dentist since I've gone twice now in the past week. So anyway, I'm feeling much better. That's one reason I went uncelebrated today, that I got that tooth out and I'm fine, and had a little bit of gracias madre. Hey uncle, how's it going? You saw my video yesterday with my seitan shirt. Not Satan like the Dark Lord or anything like that, but seitan, the fermented product that's a plant that's a plant-based an old school plant-based meat substitute. Hey Bill, just coming doing a surprise Wednesday sneak attack here. Just got back from lunch with Angie. She suggested, hey, you should do a Wednesday live stream in addition to Friday. So I thought I'd just come on and do a general, ask a vegan anything kind of live stream. So if anyone wants to ask anything, let's go for it. But I'm not necessarily seeking people to come tonight to debunk veganism. If someone comes, we'll tackle it, I guess, but that's not the primary purpose of these sneak attack midweek live streams. It's just to have another opportunity to discuss stuff that we might have not had a chance for on the Friday live streams. Cool, I see our bot has arrived too, letting people know we have the Doesn't Suck Being Vegan tees, which I'm wearing all the time now, but today I'm wearing the Vegans in the Hood Are Always Hard Compton Vegan tee. Let's see, so what else is going on here? So like I said, we still only have 20 odd viewers right now. Now's a great time to ask a question if you were trying to ask on a previous live stream and I wasn't getting to it. So speak up, guys. If you're out here lurking, say hi. Now, seriously, now's actually the best time you're gonna get, because it's usually like way more like we usually have like 75, 80, 90 people on, sometimes over 100. So now's a great time. Like Heather, yeah, Bob Hill, yeah, Wednesday. I'm breaking my Friday thing. And Friday's just like my day. I always do it, but I like to do a midweek one if I can. I haven't had a good chance for the past for a while, so I know it's kind of surprising. But Heather, is it better to ease into veganism or just jump in? Hey, whatever works for you. I am kind of sort of eased my way in, kind of dilly-dallying, like being vegan for a while but not fully committing. One day I just said screw it. I'm just gonna be fully vegan now and not like make any more excuses. So it's kind of eased in, then all of a sudden one day I went all in. But if you really want to do it, just give it a shot. Aren't you already vegan, Heather? I thought I remember you from the live streams, or am I confusing you with someone? But I don't know if science shows that one way is better than another as far as easing in or all in immediately. I know our microbiomes take a little bit of time to adapt. So if you're eating a ton of like animal products and your body is not getting that for the first few days as 100% plant eater, yeah, your microbiome might like react by like gas or something like that. I'm not a medical doctor, but yeah, those again, not a medical doctor, but I know microbiome adaptations are fairly quick, meaning within a few days, a week, you should have new, improved, healthier microbiome waiting for you to devour more plants. Hey, Brian Kroc. Hey, thanks for popping in. Yeah, I remember last time he came in on Friday. It was very, very crowded and busy, at least for my standards. I know some people have thousands of people on. I don't know how they do that. I saw some BTS live streams. God, they have like millions on. Like, I can't even comprehend how you have 1 million people in your live chat. But anyway, good to see you here on a more chill day here. What's that? You just wanted to thank me for the kind comment on our last video. It truly means a lot to when we have support from the plant-based community. Oh, you're welcome there, Brian. Thanks so much. Well, I forgot which video was on my last live stream or one of my like just videos here. I'm having trouble recalling the exact comment, but yeah, inform me what I did there. Hey, Uncle, what's that? You went to the eye doctor today. First in about 6 years. Well, that's a long time to go, especially for us over 50 crew here. All is well. In fact, your right eye got better vision. That to me has happened on rare occasion. Usually like an eye or one or the other will get a little worse, and I go every like couple years, 2 odd years or so. But one time it did get a little bit better, but I don't think I had a streak of improvements like that. Hey, V Lamb, our first happy fam, the happy healthy vegan channel supporters to arrive. Notice how V has the metal, is that what it's called, the badge next to his name and all in green. And Angie just put out actually she's putting out a new video for the channel member, our channel members. In fact, just today we went out for lunch. It wasn't supposed to be a big deal or anything, like we weren't making a vlog. We said, hey, wouldn't it be cool we just film this for our channel members? So we did, just a cool day of us having some really good like gourmet vegan food at Gracias Madre. And just us talking a little bit, sharing some thoughts about why we like doing the channel member videos, knowing like idiots like VD and stuff can't watch it and stuff like that. But yeah, check it out when it comes out. So yeah, we are making special content for our channel members. And the rest of you guys who aren't channel members, don't worry. These aren't like videos that we would have released anyway. It's not like we're denying you content. It's just like, oh, let's just make a video about something that's really not a big deal and just an easy video. Hey, Clarissa Torres. Hey, Ryan. Happy Wednesday. Thank you. What is my favorite vegan meal? I don't know what I had today at Gracias Madre. It was pretty damn good. I had the enchiladas verdes, the green sauce enchiladas with their rice and beans. It is really, really good. Like, it's what I remember when I like traveled through like Mexico City, in the heart of Mexico, having enchiladas there. They had, the really good sauces. And here at Gracias Madre, their green sauce was good, like a very in a traditional way. And I asked the chef, like I let him know it was really good. I didn't ask him, I just complimented him, like, wow, you did a good job on this sauce, making it very traditional. Like you said, the secret is simplicity. That makes sense, just simple whole foods combined together, can produce really good flavors. You don't need to like go overboard. Let's see, what's that? Okay, Brian, you're saying it was actually on your Facebook post about your last video. Okay, awesome. Thanks for reminding me. I guess I have permanent vegan brain fog. Here's the deal. When you're old like me, your brain has so much capacity and it's completely filled up with knowledge and facts and information, and it's hard to sometimes like clear out some old data to have new data replace it. So thanks for reminding me there, Brian. Yeah. Let's see. So I saw another question from Heather. Oh, just a comment. You have tried several times and you still work on it. Well, I say now, Heather, what would have helped me way back in the day was having a book like one of ours, not to go on a advertising campaign here, but yeah, like something like the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook, so you have some simple go-to meals for all your 3 basic meals, a few desserts. I think something like that could be really, really helpful. So that way you can not have to like struggle every day to figure out, gee, as a vegan now, what should I be eating? Just simple foods that you probably are used to buying and eating anyway. It just maybe new ways of combining them. So I highly recommend, if you're having trouble, if you're committed, if you really want to like eat plant-based, or you're vegan and you're committed because of a commitment to not harming animals, yeah, make sure you're armed with just some basic just meals to get you through the day. I always like to say being vegan shouldn't be like landing on Mars. It should be pretty. It'll be different if you're not vegan already, but it shouldn't be that weird. Just with some simple tools and guidance, the eating part, you should be able to handle without too much trouble, hopefully. Let's see, what else is that? 2 a.m. vegan. You and your ex went vegan overnight 17 years ago after being vegetarians already for 7 years. So that's 24 years, basically 25 years of no meat. Neither of us had any issues. That's kind of what happened to me too, after being basically vegetarian for like almost a decade, living with Angie because she was already a vegetarian. I didn't eat 100% vegetarian. Sometimes I go with friends and stuff. I wouldn't eat vegetarian. But yeah, for the most part, eating very low meat, let's say, very low animal product diet for about 10 years. Yeah, going vegan, following stuff like no butter and no eating some dumb animal bits when I go with friends. Just being committed, like, hey, it's wrong to harm animals and I just don't want any part of it. And I just said, screw it, I'm not going to eat anymore. And here I am all these years later. That was 2010 when I first made that commitment. Yeah, Clarissa, that was very delicious, and our channel members will get to see it. Actually, though, Angie took a good shot of me, so it'll be on my Instagram. So if you want to follow me, let me just put my name there, Ryan Lum Rocks on IG. So follow me. I just pasted it down there in the chat. If you want to follow, I'll show you the food that we got there today. That was so amazing. So if you're not a channel member, don't worry. You don't have to be a channel member to see the vlog that Angie will make. But you can just see some of the photos that we took too. Let's see, Brian. Oh, I didn't know you guys are having some health issues, man. Best wishes to you. And if you want to like share with me and others here what's going on, please do so if you feel comfortable. I'll totally up to you. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm tooting our own horn here, but our cookbooks have just great meal ideas. Both books do. It just depends what you're looking for, more sweet or savory based stuff. Oh, thanks, Keggy. I'm glad you enjoy the live streams. Appreciate that vote of confidence here. What's that, Josh? Do I think the world will wake up to animal rights only after lab-grown meat is available? I don't think your general non-vegan will care about animals any more or less once lab-grown meat is widely economically, commercially available. I mean, they'll just eat it as a substitute. Maybe the price will be less. If they're convinced, hey, this is meat, it's not like a Beyond Burger, it really is meat, and if they could produce it for less, maybe people will feel, okay, at least an animal didn't have to die. But I don't think that'll be a big factor for too many people. I'm really not sure what the big attraction will be for non-vegans to eat it. If they can make it at a scale where it's like far cheaper than dead animal meat, then maybe some of these people I don't care about animal rights might be into it. But I don't think too many people will go become big on animal rights if lab grown meat's available, because it's a totally different concept, you know, this high tech food and a belief in being against animal exploitation. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's say, hey, Caustic Kim, good to see you. I think I've addressed everyone that has said something. Let me see the new comments here. Let's see. It's okay to toot my own horn, Uncle, if the music's good. Thanks. Let's see. Yeah, 2010. That's when Angie and I went fully 100% vegan, haven't looked back. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. If you're like, 20 years old, 2010, is a long time because that's like half your life. But for us, it goes by in the blink of an eye, for better or for worse. Let's see. Vegan Wesker, you're currently making vegan chicken Sammys. Buffalo or barbecue sauce? Huh. I really don't know what buffalo sauce tastes like, so I would probably just go for the other one, the barbecue sauce, since I know what that tastes like. So have barbecue sauce in my honor. Oh my goodness, Brian! I had no idea. I didn't see that post. Maybe that's what Angie was commenting on Facebook, and I didn't comment on that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm so sorry about Jessica being diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer. Oh man, I'm so sorry, you guys. A lot of things are happening fast, but treatment will start at the end of July. Oh man, best wishes to you guys. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh man, that's heavy. I mean, I feel like, such a complainer, complaining about my tooth that had to get extracted the other day, yesterday, to be honest. But to be accurate, well, best wishes to you, Brian and Jessica, and yeah, please, yeah, we'll be watching and listening and seeing what's happening, and just giving you guys our best energy to go through all this. So sorry to hear that. Let's see. All right, let's see what else going on here. Keggy, I'll answer your question in a second, Keggy. Bill thinks that lab-grown meat, he's, I think, on my side of the opinion that don't think it will help people becoming more aware of animal rights. Yeah, I really don't think so. If you're not already aware, I'm not sure how lab-grown meat will kind of like awaken you. It's another attempt at capitalism, manufacturing another market. I mean, I think it's good in the sense that if non-vegans eat lab-grown meat instead of animal meat, I don't know why they would, but if they do, for whatever reasons, it's cheaper or whatever, I think that's awesome. For every piece of meat produced in that manner, one less animal needs to get effed with, right? So it could be a huge win, I think, but I don't think it'll be a win for like people becoming more aware of animal rights. Just it might be a win, just kind of like animals, which is a win. Animals won't have to be killed in the numbers that they are. Fewer animals will be bred into existence for slaughter. Okay, hey, Veen Moyman. Let's see. Singapore and Tel Aviv are pretty big on lab-grown meat. Yeah, isn't that where the first restaurant was in Singapore that was offering lab-grown meat? Yeah, I thought I remember something about that. Like the Josh Chutryck's company was getting that out to market. But yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of like how quickly they can roll it out and add economies of scale so that it's economically competitive or better price than the dead animal meat. Hey, Brian, don't feel bad about my complaining about my tooth. Honestly, your channel calms you down and helps you out. Cool. That's what we try. We try to, be a channel like that. Maybe like say, not to speak bad of anyone, but like maybe a vegan gains channel wouldn't have that effect on calming one's psyche. It might get you more riled up or something like that. Yeah, we're just being ourselves here, and ourselves involves being a little bit more chill and calm. And hopefully, yeah, Brian, that our channel does continue to produce, better, happier mental states. and you guys. So we'll just keep on doing what we're doing, and hopefully it'll help you and others. I know you're not the first person to have said that our videos, our music, just content that Angie and I make just helps them or makes them feel better in some way. So hopefully we can keep that rolling here. Okay, that's what buffalo sauce is, Vegan Wesker. Still go with the barbecue sauce. Since you asked, I'm gonna push for barbecue sauce. Let's see, Andrea. Hello, did I take any collagen supplements? Because your face looks way younger comparing to your age. Well, thank you for that compliment. Because you have some anti-vegans that love to say that I look... Seriously, I can show you comments of people saying, hey, you look like you're like 70 or something. I go, really? I look like I'm 70. So if you put me and Joe Rogan side by side, we're born the same year, just like a few days apart. You'll say, okay, that Asian guy looks like 20 years older than Joe Rogan. Really, I find that really hard to believe. But to answer your question, no, I don't even know what collagen supplements are. So unless they're added to like my Clean Machine Green Protein or anything, no, I don't take any... as far as I'm aware of, I'm going to go on a limb and say, no, I have never taken any collagen supplements. Yeah, I've never researched them or anything like that. A lot of appearance has to do with genetics and weight. You know, genetics meaning some people just seem to appear to physically age more rapidly in the face than others. Age a little more gracefully or slowly in the face, and weight has a lot to do with it. If I weighed like say 20 pounds less than I do, or 30 pounds less than I do now, like when I was eating a predominantly like raw kind of diet, I would look way older. Having some weight in the face, you know, produces some fullness. So that's why celebrities and just non-celebrities get Botox. So they want to be really thin, but then they lose that kind of plumpness in the face, and the Botox supposedly plumps it back up. I don't understand it all that much, but no, I don't do Botox or anything like that, or collagen. However, I'm thinking about getting a laser facial massage, because I saw this place that's offering an introductory price. First time new people, $50. So I might do that sometime. But that's not surgery. It's a massage with a laser. You know, it doesn't do anything like, you know, reconstruct or anything like that. Just a massage. But that's it. For it. Oh, you're asking about raw. Let me look at your question from above there. I see you're asking about cooked food being toxic. No, that's a bunch of nonsense. For it. Can we be healthy eating only raw fruits and vegetables? Well, I'm not a medical doctor, and as far as I know, there are no raw vegan medical doctors. So, and I haven't seen any studies done on this, but I have shown some studies showing that it's really difficult for people who eat 100% raw vegan diet to maintain a proper body weight. So much so that 50% of females eating a completely raw diet are unable to have their periods anymore. And you hear raw people make all these weird, non-scientific, just wacko theories. Oh, periods are dirty, they're toxic, blah blah blah, they're detox, and this complete nonsense. No, the reason why they're not having their periods is because they don't have enough energy. Their bodies are malnourished and underweight. I mean, that could happen on a non-raw vegan diet. If you're just like starving yourself eating a standard American diet or meat or whatever, you can have the same thing if you're malnourished. So I'm saying it's tougher to maintain proper body weight. I could speak firsthand. Like I said, when I was eating a more predominantly raw diet, I weighed about 25 to 30 pounds less than I do right now. And it's not like I ever made a decision then, oh, I want to lose weight. In fact, I was trying to eat a bunch of food, eat a bunch of calories so that wouldn't happen. And look, I still lost a bunch of weight without even trying. So, but if cooked food isn't toxic, that's a bunch of nonsense. This is just pure 100% non-scientific, non-evidence-based talking points, propaganda that raw vegan leaders have repeated to themselves over and over again for years, and they just believe it to be true because they say there's nothing. Like, what's toxic about? Ask a raw leader, like, how will your life be shortened by a second. What disease are you more at risk of having if you steam your broccolis or if you boil your potatoes? None. There's none. In fact, raw vegans are putting their health at risk because they're eliminating perfectly healthy food groups like legumes. I mean, there's like, amount of studies showing the longevity benefits of eating legumes, and you pretty much have to cook all your beans, so what I'm saying is no, why go raw for? What is the point? Why would you want to be a raw vegan food for? Why would you want to, if you're truly committed to not harming animals, why do you find it also necessary to avoid all cooked food? There's no science saying that eating cooked food will shorten your life compared to a raw vegan's lifespan. That's just complete make-believe, non-scientific misinformation. Hey, mi comunidad, how is it going? Yeah, I was going to answer on the Keggy's question. Looks like Bill already did. Vegan food is not necessarily more expensive. I mean, it depends what you call vegan food. Vegan food, when you get down to it, are plants, right? Like, like the foundation of what we eat, like the stuff we have day in and day out, are some of the cheapest foods on the planet, like rice, beans, all legumes, potatoes, even my bananas that I put in my smoothies. You can get them pretty cheap. Yeah, some of the processed stuff gets expensive, but I'm sure that's true on the meat eaters side as well when you go to the market and buy processed pizzas and chickens and stuff like that. So yeah, vegan stuff isn't necessarily more expensive. And again, we're at a disadvantage economically, or production costs are higher because usually we're starting up companies, not like, there's not, what the hell? Oh no. Mom, why does my mom always try to call me during a live stream? But yeah, I saw like Just Egg at the market. It used to be like $9 when it came out. It was like $3.99 just the other day. So things are getting less expensive as more efficiencies are achieved through manufacturing, better manufacturing. Yeah, bread's pretty not expensive typically too. You wonder what studies raw vegans read. They didn't read any studies. Let me just text my mom really quick. Hi, Mom. Live streaming right now. Right, she probably doesn't even know what that is. Do you have a question? Because I'm going to make sure she's okay, because she is in her mid-80s. And, keep an eye on her, make sure she's cool. Making sure she's okay and not having a health issue or something like that. It's always like my fear if I get a call from her. Let's see. Let me make sure she didn't leave a voice message. Let's see. Oh, she did. Let's see. My phone. One sec. All right. Okay, she just doesn't know how to recharge her mouse. I'll just tell her. Just plug your mouse in with the cable. Not candle, cable. Okay, so she's okay, but yeah, she's really bad with technology. Keggy, I mean, I don't eat bread every day, but why should I avoid a nice whole food bread like Ezekiel's bread? Like, what's again, how will that negatively impact my health? What disease am I more apt of being at higher risk of by eating Ezekiel bread a couple times a week? Please let me know. Yeah, I eat potatoes almost every day as well. Let's see. Too many carbs in bread? I mean, there's lots of carbs in bananas. I mean, I think if you look at the breakdown, a macronutrient breakdown of like, say, bananas or potatoes and bread, I think bread will rank third as far as like carbohydrate content. And then what's wrong with carbohydrates? If you're talking about eating a raw vegan diet, you're going to eat a lot of carbohydrates. Oh no, it's my mom. Okay, we're going to answer her call here. Hey mom, how's it going? Hey, I'm doing a live stream right now on YouTube. Can I give you a call back later? But if you need to recharge your mouse, there's no batteries. You just underneath the mouse. Let me look at mine. There's a little slot that you plug it in. Like it uses like the same connector that you charge your phone with. Like it's just like a little, it's a little. I think the little white cable. It just plugs in the bottom of the mouse.
Okay, I'll go try that.
Try that out. Yeah, there's no batteries. Just flip the mouse under. You'll see a little slot. A little slit on the bottom. And I'll give you a call back when I'm done, okay?
Yeah, call me on my landline because my cell is being charged.
Okay, I'll call the landline a little bit. All right, bye, Mom.
Bye.
All right, see, that's what I do. I provide tech support for my elderly mother there. Yeah, I can't imagine how it's so hard for her to use computers. It blows my mind. All right, so let's see. Let's get back to yes, you can eat rice peacefully. It's just a myth. There's the raw vegan leaders. I think they have an agenda. They want to make people like you be afraid of rice, beans, and potatoes because if you ate them, you wouldn't be raw anymore, right? And you wouldn't give a crap about what they said. So they create fear in people's minds. To perpetuate a following of raw people. They got to keep you raw. But again, ask them to show you any studies whatsoever that show that eating a whole food plant-based diet like what we promote here, it will lessen your life by even a second compared to eating a food that has zero cooked foods. There's no science of any kind. They're just making stuff up. So anyway, what have I probably missed a lot there with my mom and stuff like that. So if I forgive, don't forgive me. Please forgive me if I missed your question. You can just ask it again or leave a super chat tip there. Hey, I don't think anyone's super chat tip tonight. You could be the first one. Yeah, we haven't had anyone on Streamlabs or on YouTube. Anyway, you don't have to do that. I'm just saying that's one way to get our attention. Let's see, meatcommunity.vegana. People keep telling me all those carbs will make you fat and you've been skinny all your life in your 40s. Yeah, I mean, I eat probably more carbohydrates than 95% of the American population. Yet I'm not overweight or obese, but I'll tell you a fact that especially if we're talking adults, around 2 out of 3 American adults are overweight or obese, but they're eating fewer carbs than I am. So, it makes you wonder. I mean, again, that's not science. I mean, I could be a weird outlier, but most vegans I know eat way more carbohydrates than non-vegans do, and you don't see 2 out of 3 vegans being overweight or obese. Yeah, there are overweight and obese vegans. Yeah, totally normal. I'm not saying that's wrong or bad. I'm just saying you would think that vegans would be more overweight or obese than the general population since we're eating so many more carbohydrates in general. Let's see. Yeah, bread, beans, rice, potatoes are staples. Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't eat probably as much bread, but I'm not afraid of bread. I tell you, I have a loaf of bread, maybe a half load of some Ezekiel bread in the fridge. Let's see. Yeah, excess calories make you gain weight or become fat. Yeah, it's not, I mean, you can have an excess calories from carbs. You can, but you can also have an excess calories from any of the other macronutrient heavy foods. I mean, it's just some, add it up. If your body needs 2,000 calories a day and you're giving it 4,000 or 3,000 calories a day, it doesn't matter if it's coming from bananas, potatoes, or meat, or what combination you can come up with. Yeah, there's not like a demonized food. I will say say though, you want to be careful about fat content, not because it inherently makes you fat, but because it's more calorically dense than carbohydrates and protein, about twice as calorically dense. So, you just might want to be a little more cautious. Just, if you're putting a bunch of oils on your food and you are overweight and concerned about losing the pounds. Abel, will I make another Would I Eat in a Day video in the future? I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you guys want to see me make another Would I Eat in a Day video? Or do you want to see Angie make one for the both of us? Or do you want to see me make one like how Ryan eats and trains in a day? Let me know what you guys want to see, and I will keep that in mind for sure. McDougal's kind of right, I think, with the fat you eat is the fat you wear. But I think more, not because fat is inherently going to make you fat, it's because it's twice as calorically dense. So it's way more easy to consume more calories eating fat-rich foods than carbohydrate or protein-rich foods. Assuming there's no other macronutrients in there. There's no, unless we're talking about pure sugar or oils, that those don't exist really. Yeah, you could be like Vegan Metalhead. Good to see you, Vegan Metalhead. Our second Happy Fam channel member to show up today, or third, I think, huh? Anyway, you made vegan cookies recently with a 3/4 cup of veggie oil and 1 cup of sugar, so not all vegan food is healthy. Yes, thanks for breaking that, for informing people of the myth that not all food that is devoid of animal products means it's automatically healthy. You can make really like sugary and oily cookies, vegan cookies for sure. Let's see, did Angie pop up there, Uncle? I saw you say Angie. How come I'm not seeing Angie in the chat there? Huh. Anyway. Oh hey, Joanna, you love I love What I Eat in a Day videos. And Bill wants to see Ryan make 10 3-pointers in a row. Yeah, I mean, I can make 10 3-pointers in a row, but not all the time. Not like, I don't think I can say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym today and nail 10 3-pointers in a row. But I've done it before on multiple occasions. But yeah, I'm not like a pure shooter, like a Steph Curry type, Even Lamont, if you've seen me play with him, he's a much more pure shooter than I am. And he could probably pretty much any day go down and knock 10 3-pointers in a row. I mean, I get on streaks like that where I can hit 10 or more, but yeah, not every day. I'm just not that consistent. But yeah, I can do that though. But to go and try to film that and make it happen, it's maybe a 50-50 proposition. Let's see. Let's see. Gravamper? What's that? The Godfather had a Chinese restaurant? Okay, I don't remember that. Is there more to that story? Oh, you want to see Angie make a What I Ate in a Day video? Okay, yeah, sorry, Uncle Walt. Yeah, my vegan brain frog there prevented me from connecting all the dots there. How tall am I? Asked the Craigie. I'm 6'4.5", so that's when I'm barefoot, just barefoot. But, probably when you guys meet me, I won't be barefoot. I'll have at least some kind of shoes on. And definitely when I have my basketball shoes on, I'm well over 6'5". So that's how guys see me at the gym, standing about 6'5", 6'5.5" or something like that. But yeah, walking around the house here barefoot or at the beach or whatever, 6'4.5". It's a Super Nintendo game. Okay, Gramper. I don't have a Super Nintendo or a Switch or anything like that. Kind of wish I did, but I don't want to play too many video games. Let's see. You like to see what we both eat in a day. So I'll pass it on to Angie that one of us should make a What We Eat in a Day videos. If Angie makes it, it'll probably kind of cover how we both ate, but maybe I'll just make a one how I ate and trained in a day kind of video. I haven't done one of those in quite a long time. Bill, you're a great shooter, but you have not played in 10 years. Right or left-handed? See, I'm just not one of those just gifted shooters. I'm like kind of you see guys that are good shooters, but they had to work hard to get there. Some people already had a natural good shooting inborn skill, like in their brain when they were born. I wasn't one of those guys. I mean, my shot sucked for a long time, and I still have my rough days. I have days where shots just won't fall. But I work on it, and I've worked on it for a long time. I think my shot is part of my game. I'm a knockdown 3-point corner shooter, even though we don't count them as threes at the gym. But I'm saying in the corner over by the sideline, that's my shot. I get a lot of wide open looks there, and you got to make them. If you're taking those shots. But anyway. Yeah, I wish I was a natural shooter like you, Bill. Gosh, that would really up my game more. No, I've never been to Brazil, Joanna. Is that where you're from? I would really love to go to Brazil sometime. Abel, how many days do I train? Virtually every day. But every day is different. I just don't do the same thing. I weight train most days of the week, like 5-6 days of the week. About 5 days a week I weight train. The other 2 days I'm either playing basketball or doing like hill sprints or something like that. Lately, though, I've been trying to take 1 day a week off. That only lasted a couple of weeks, I think. But no, I think I've been on it now for 3 days in a row, 3 weeks in a row of taking a day off. But basically, I do some kind of training. But yeah, the majority of days I'm weight training, and particularly lower body work rather than the beach muscles. Even though I have been working out the beach muscles a bit, I got a little something there. I'm not trying to become a bodybuilder or anything like that. Just trying to increase my athleticism, specifically for basketball. But yeah, every day working out basically. I would love to, Joanna. I'd love to go to Rio de Janeiro. Gosh, that looks amazing. It looks like it's such a beautiful city. Oh, so mindful. When you see my basketball videos, it makes you want to play. Hell, go play. Even if you haven't ever played before or haven't played in a long time, just go out and have fun. If you see some serious players, say, hey, I haven't played in a long time, just listen, take it easy on me, and they'll probably be cool, They'll probably just be happy that you're out there playing. Unless it's really crowded and there's like some kind of pecking order kind of thing going on, But yeah, just go and do it. Just go. It's a good cross training. Whatever sport you're into, basketball is great. It's a really tough sport to play well, and just not just play, just to be conditioned for. If you're a runner, you'll have some advantages stepping right in, but you're not going to have the kind of conditioning for the quick action and starting and stopping a lot. Running's usually more kind of steady, but I'm saying it's just a good cross training. Whatever you do, just do it. Let's see, Juan, you have added sweet potatoes and brown rice recently in order to eat less flour-based foods, and it's helped you a lot. That sounds good. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of flour. Like if I can get like say with Mexican food, I would much prefer to have corn tortillas than flour tortillas. So I'll have more tacos than burritos typically. Hey, Captain Crazy. Yeah, thanks. I think, maybe you're noticing my hair today. I'm experimenting some more ways I can style this big old mop here. So yeah, I'm trying some new stuff out. Every day I'll try a little something different, see what happens. If nothing works, I'll just go get it cut again. But see what I can do. I don't want to get my hair cut too often. I'm just, I didn't get my hair cut for like 15 years. Think of all that money I saved. So now I figure I'll just go maybe 3 times a year. Robert, what do I eat for breakfast every morning? Well, what makes you assume that I have the same thing for breakfast every morning? Because I pretty much do. You're totally right. Like I would say like 29 out of 30 days, I'm having a smoothie. That's what I work out typically on an empty stomach, be it basketball or weight training. And when I come back, I have a pretty big, like 5 to 7 banana smoothie, sometimes 8 bananas, depending on the size of the bananas and how hungry I am, how much energy and how many calories I burnt during my workout or whatever I was doing basketball. Yeah, a big banana smoothie with some berries and a powder called Clean Machine Green Protein. It's like a protein supplement, but it's really a whole food plant packed with a bunch of vitamins that are just naturally in this plant. So that's my typical morning there, or afternoon, depending on the day. Yeah, big smoothie is my first meal. So I start off my day pretty raw, basically, even though I don't consider myself a raw foodist. It just happens to be that way. Captain Crazy, I don't think reverse osmosis is, maybe that's what they do on treated sewage waste, but yeah, I have a reverse osmosis filter, but it doesn't hook up to sewage or anything like that. do we play any sports together? We'll go on walks together, and we used to sometimes go on bike rides together. But like the sports I do are kind of gnarly. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball is kind of gnarly, you know, and that's not like what Angie's into or anything like that. You know, I mean, there's really good female basketball players, but yeah, Angie's not the type to play that kind of thing. Oh my goodness, Juan Lopez, is that from Argentina there? Thank you for the first and hopefully not last super chat tip of the day here. So you are the first there, Juan. Let me know, is that Argentina, ARS? I don't recall that one, but thank you so much, appreciated. And like I said, hopefully you're not the last, but you are definitely the first today. So thank you so much. Have I timed myself running? Oh yeah, Uncle Walt, when I was a runner, yeah, you live by your watch. You know, if you're a serious trainer trying to like, you know, break your PRs or training to break your PRs, you're trying to build up your speeds and doing intervals and what have you. Yeah, totally. I timed myself every run I did. There was some kind of timing going on, 100%. Let's see. Let's see, Devon, why am I vegan? Hey, good honest question here. I assume you're not vegan, and I'll give you an honest answer here. I'm not trying to like guilt trip you or make you feel bad or get in a fight with you or anything like that. You asked in a polite seeming way, and I'll give you a nice, polite, objective answer here. It just went back to the first time I remember when I went to I think it was a Grateful Dead concert in the early 1990s. The Hare Krishna, it was in Los Angeles, not too far away from the Venice Hare Krishna temple. Anyway, the Hare Krishnas were in the parking lot serving free vegetarian food. Like, wow, how could they be doing that? Because, you know, plants are cheaper than meat, so that makes it more economically viable to give away free food, and it was delicious. And you know, it's stemming from the religious beliefs of not harming animals, and it just dawned on me like, wow, this meal is actually, I think, vegan. I don't think there was any dairy in it from what I remember, and it just dawned on me like, wow, no animals had to die in order for me to live. And that hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, wow, why would I intentionally want to have animals die for me when I didn't need them to die for me? And it just kind of stopped there, and it didn't really I didn't really pick it up seriously, like, you know, trying to really live by that principle. But it struck me like, yeah, killing animals is wrong when there's really no reason. Later on, I learned about veganism, and I learned about how it's actually quite healthy for you if you wanted to. You're not gonna like die or anything. This isn't my opinion. This is the opinion of health organizations from around the world. I'll show you some if you like. You know, if you don't trust me, I'm just reporting what's out there. So yeah, you want to know if you want to be able to live by your moral beliefs that it's wrong to harm animals. Are you harming yourself? And the answer is no, unless you do something really dumb, like you just eat like raw fruit all the time. And that, even again, that's not a slam dunk of harming yourself. I've seen a lot of people have issues after doing weird, extreme things, restrictive things like that. But let me know if you have any more questions. Hey, Jen Marie, how are you doing? Good to see another, I think our third or fourth Happy Fam member show up on this impromptu Wednesday live stream. And did you see, Jen Marie? You got big kudos in my video yesterday. You're the one, right? You're the one that sent us that video about that Flav City guy, right? That Bobby Parrish dude. Okay, I was right, Juan. You're from Argentina. I would like to contribute more, be a bit poor. Hey, it's all good, you know, just thank you. And it'll go help to keep the lights on and pay our bills and let us be able to bring more vegan content to you guys. So thank you. I'm worried that Angie would dunk him. I mean, no, I've taken her out to to basketball courts before, like, you know, non-crowded ones where her and I could just shoot around a little bit. It's fun, but you know, it's not her thing. She has no passion for it, and she shouldn't, right? That's the sport I enjoy playing most right now. You know, my sports I'm passionate about, if I couldn't play basketball, say I moved somewhere where there were no good basketball courts, I could get back into something else. You know, if it's by the ocean and there are waves, you know, surfing is one of my past passions. Tennis as well, but that's a little trickier. You need people and stuff like that. You know, and I could always get back into like running and stuff like that too. So, but yeah, I'm lucky. I have great basketball courts here and great players here in Long Beach, high quality players. And yeah, it's what I'm into. Sky Crush, yes. Sometimes I'll have oatmeal, particularly, yeah, we're talking about those mornings, where those rare, very rare mornings where I don't have my banana smoothie for whatever reasons. Yeah, if I don't have that, oatmeal is a high candidate. Does Angie still do yoga on the bluff? No, she hasn't done it in a long time. Deadheads are always hungry. I mean, if you're smoking weed, not to say that's what all deadheads do, but yeah, it produces the munchies. Okay, ARS says Argentine peso. Cool. My guess was correct. I mean, there's a lot of clues there. Argentina. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what's that metalhead. Your exercise passions are cycling and hiking. Fortunately, hiking is amazing where you live in the Appalachian foothills. That sounds perfect. Yeah, that's what Angie and I were kind of lamenting today, driving back from our dinner that we had, which, again, if you just joined us, yeah, we just made an impromptu vlog for our channel members. Don't worry, non-channel members, you're not missing out. It wouldn't have happened anyway. We're just saying, hey, just make a quickie little vlog of the dinner we're having here for our channel members. And we're driving back, shooting some like beautiful scenery on the way home. And God, we're wishing, God, we had more of this. We so wish that more of Southern California wasn't so developed. You know, there's a housing tract everywhere and malls and mini malls and strip malls. Like, they just ruined a beautiful place by putting all this crap here. So yeah, that sounds great, Metalhead. I'm jealous, and yeah, hopefully Angie and I will move in the not too distant future, not anytime soon, maybe in 2, 3, 4 years, to a place more or less populated and with a bit more nature. But who knows? I have no firm plans right now. Just a vague plan of the future. Eunice, do I have any sources that back up the claims that eggs are unhealthy and cause heart disease? Hey, again, I'm not a medical doctor or a research scientist, so I don't have like studies of those just sitting here waiting to go. I do know for a fact, though, that eggs are quite high in cholesterol, and also, if I'm correct, high in saturated fat. And I can produce to it's a pretty well accepted fact in the cardiovascular medical community. I'm talking about heart specialists. People actually see heart patients, treat heart disease on a daily basis. It's a pretty non-radical idea that LDL and saturated fat are not heart healthy foods. Again, this is not my opinion. This is the general consensus of pretty much every working employed heart person I know. And I do know a few. I know actually 2 vegan cardiovascular specialists. So if you want, we could ask them what are their favorite studies that show what you're asking for. But I just don't have them handy. That's not my specialty or job or anything like that. And hope I answered your question there. What's that, Don? Ryan is not vegan for health reasons. Well, no, I mean, I appreciate the health benefits that a vegan diet can offer if you want to eat in a healthier vegan way. But yeah, that's not why I went vegan. It just so happens that vegan diets are not particularly bad for you if you do them in a sensible, balanced sort of way. And I appreciate that. I appreciate how my blood tests are great. They're better now in my 50s than they were when I was 30. Like, how many people's blood tests are better in their 50s than their 30s? That's not the normal way that people's health records evolve over time. Usually they get worse. But anyway, it's literally a carb-centric diet. What do you mean by that, Sorbian Raider? You're saying that we're deficient or lacking on protein or fats? Aren't you aware that you can eat foods that are higher in fat, like, say, nuts and seeds, avocados, durian? If you want to get higher protein, just pick your favorite legume. We eat legumes all the time. I had just a big bunch of beans today I went out to lunch. So, yeah, if you just eat like potatoes all day or bananas all day, I guess you'll have a preponderance of carbs and maybe be a bit lacking in the other 2 macronutrients. But I don't recommend monoing food like that. I don't know any credible health organizations that suggest or recommend that vegans just kind of mono carb-rich foods all day. We follow the guidelines of all. Like say the I'll show. Let's see what we got here. Let's go take a look at say. Maybe they don't make any actual food recommendations here, but let's get this up here. Like the Dietitians of Canada. Wow, this is so bright. Let me turn the light down. A well-planned vegan diet can meet all these nutritional needs. They're talking about safe and healthy for pregnant, breastfeeding women. A well-planned vegan diet. See, they're talking about having it be balanced and thought out, not just eat bananas and potatoes all day or something weird like that. So yeah, it can be carb-centric, but that's not really what anyone's suggesting other than maybe some like bizarre YouTubers, non-health professionals. So yeah, it can be a carb-centric diet, but that's not inherently its thing. What veganism, a vegan diet is. You want to add to that idea, Sorbian Raider? Feel free. Bob Hill, what type of argument would debunk veganism? Well, we're not really doing that today. Notice how in the title it's just ask a vegan anything. But I said if anyone wants to go down the road of debunking veganism, we will. I reserve that primarily for Fridays, where I openly invite all would-be people. But Bob, what type of argument would debunk veganism? Let me tell you exactly what kind. A valid logical argument, which we just simply are not seeing by anti-vegans when they come on the Friday or any day live streams. They just throw one-liners out there or use personal attacks against me or other vegans, like that somehow debunks veganism, that they didn't like one guy's hair or something like that, but yeah, a logical, valid argument. That would if it were true, if all the premises were true and led to a properly valid conclusion, that would debunk veganism. But one-liners like the one last week, vegans are evil. Okay, that's your opinion. Maybe there are some evil vegans. I'm not denying that, but how does that debunk veganism? Oh, vegans destroy property. It was the same guy saying, like, it's true. Some vegans destroy property and many more non-vegans destroy property too. How does that debunk veganism? Notice how those are not arguments. Those are just throwing poop on the wall, little one-liner things, So yeah, a valid, logical argument. That's how you debunk something, not just like throwing poop on the wall or attacking someone for their eyebrows or something. Let's see, Sorbian. Most people fail a vegan lifestyle because they try to stay a strict raw vegan. Well, I kind of agree with that. Like most of the people that I've responded to that made these videos, like a vegan diet wrecked my health or why I'm no longer vegan. Well, if you look into their past eating histories, pretty much all of them, like 9 out of 10 of these people spent some extended periods of time eating nothing but raw food. But they blame a balanced vegan diet for wrecking their health. No, a strict diet of raw food, eliminating perfectly healthy food groups like, say, legumes and potatoes and and to blame veganism on that? Like, no, that was their weird personal decision to follow some extreme and restrictive diet, which is not necessary to be vegan, but they felt like they knew better. Then they have the gall to blame veganism for their health issues. It's funny, huh? Most everyone I know that didn't do these bizarre, extreme restrictive diets didn't F up their gut health or whatever they effed up, but they blame veganism on it. It's just mind-blowing, the lack of honesty and critical thinking. Let's see, Bob Hill is back. Will he be cursed out again? I don't remember cursing Bob. Bob Hill, did Bob ask a question? I honestly don't remember. You need 40 eggs a day for optimal health. Thanks so much for that super chat tip there, Scott Mendelson. I think you're being facetious, right? I don't know anyone advocating 40 eggs a day, but if we could go on a chronometer right now, some noise out there, and add up how many grams of cholesterol and saturated fat you get from that, I think any heart specialist would pretty much have a look of horror on his or her face to see those numbers. Let's see. Oh, Bob was wondering what how would one debunk veganism? And yeah, I said it's just a valid logical argument. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Not one-liners like, ooh, you're ugly, or vegans are mean, or something like that. Some kind of valid logical argument debunking veganism. So what's that? Completely agree that what's that? You completely agree that everyone has the right to eat what they wish, so hard to debunk? Okay, I can elaborate on that. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let's see. Vegan Mango Queen. You're training a girl at work and she told your boyfriend rides bulls. Now, this is work, not like a real friend. I really want to bring up how terrible it is, but I don't know how in a work environment. Yeah, you just might want to drop it. I mean, just considering the context. Yeah, I'm not advocating against vegan activism, but I don't want to get fired or in trouble or anything like that. Vegan Mango Queen. So yeah, that might not be the right context when you're on the job, on the clock, and it might not be the right time to do that if you're training someone. If you can think of a way to do it creatively without it coming across the wrong way, it might be cool, but I'm having trouble thinking of a scenario in which it would be considered not bad to do that as far as your employers and supervisors go. Yeah, I'm with you, VLAM. It's be pretty hard to debunk veganism because it's the view of let's not harm animals. It's like, be kind to animals. Now, how can you reject kindness or compassion or just non-cruelty? You'd have to have an argument basically that concludes, yes, cruelty and exploitation to animals is totally fine and cool and okay. That's what the argument would have to prove, basically. So yeah, it's pretty hard to argue that, yeah, being kind to animals, totally no go. Let's not even think about that because that's so crazy. So Bob Hill, I might be missing some of your stuff here in the comments. So maybe just help me out here. What is your thing you're saying that's getting people like Bill Seabury and others? Just tell me, Bob. Did I miss like a little argument or something like debunking veganism, or the point you're trying to make if it was not an argument? So just let me see it once again. Just type it down below. I would love to see it. Oh, Bob is the one from last week. Oh, the one I dropped the F-bomb on last week. I forgot the person's name. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he turned it out into like he was the victim. Oh, yeah, that was the example I was bringing up. Yeah, I got upset because, I guess it was Bob then, Bob Hill. He said he was upset at vegans because some vegans use words his ears doesn't want to hear. Some vegans will say words like murder instead of slaughter. Or some vegans will say the word rape instead of forced impregnation. I go, oh, your baby ear is getting hurt there. I prefer to use words like forced impregnation and slaughter. But if a vegan says murder, it's referring to the same act. Who cares how they blab it out of their mouth? It's referring to the same action, the same thing. So yeah, if the connotation of the exact phraseology isn't to your liking. And that's why I say, poor you. The animals are getting killed no matter if they're being slaughtered or murdered. The same end result, it's identical. Dead animal, needless killing of a innocent sentient being that didn't deserve that. So yeah. Anyway, hey, we got Fallon Marie. Good to see you. Good to see yet another happy fam member joining me on this impromptu Wednesday live stream. Don't worry, guys, I'll be back Friday. I just thought I'd pop on for a little bit here because I miss you guys, and I found a good window here to do a live stream. Let's see. What's that, Uncle? Poop. Personal online offensive prattle. That's a good acronym there for poop, like poop wall. Let's see. Yeah, Hutchie someone did throw that argument out a few weeks ago, and I actually made a video responding to it. In fact, I didn't really respond. I just took out that part of the live stream and edited it down so everyone could watch me respond to that. But because basically if someone argues that point that that a life of suffering and pain is better than no life at all. Just basically saying, hey, exploiting the animals is good. Why? Because if the animals didn't exist to get exploited, they would never have been alive anyway. So basically saying animal exploitation is good for the animals because they are live to be exploited. Just kind of bizarre argument. Stabbing an animal in the throat is good for it because, hey, it wouldn't have even been alive if we didn't exploit it. Exploiting animals is good. It just ends up with these like an absurd consequence. That's the consequence, that they're saying animal exploitation is a good thing. It's good for the animals. Stabbing an animal throat is a good thing for the animals. See how absurd that is. It doesn't really make any sense. Sorbian, you dig the vids. Awesome. Okay, Bob, you're saying last week you were misunderstood. You didn't mean it like that at all. Okay, fine. If you want to try to rephrase what you meant or something, that's cool. Or you come back Friday. I wasn't really planning to address anti-vegan arguments or points if you don't have an argument tonight. That's usually what we do Friday. The midweek ones, I'll just do Ask a Vegan anything. But if you really want to do it tonight, Bob, we can try if we don't have to spend too much time. If you want to spend more time on it, Friday's the best time. Gravamper, what are you talking about there? That sounds really hardcore and gross. Wow, vegan metalhead, you're going for 1,000 recipes. Oh my goodness! I hope that's an ebook, right? Because that would be a really large physical bound book. Yeah, Vegan Wesker, back to Vegan Mango Queen's work situation. Yeah, you could drop a little hint that you think bull riding or whatever the guy's doing is cruel. You could just drop something about being too mean about poor bulls, poor bulls having to they don't like the guys riding them. That's why they're fighting. You're just making the bull do something he doesn't like. Maybe something like that without saying, and I'm vegan, and then they'll really get pissed off possibly. Maybe just make some kind of comment about giving some compassion for the bull's situation. Yeah, there you go. That might work out without coming across as them complaining about, yeah, I was trying to just get trained and they're giving me all this crap and she's giving me all this crap about veganism, and yeah, that could get you into trouble. If you say something about, let's be compassionate for the bulls. Why do you think they're kicking and screaming, Anyway, not to say do any good. She probably wouldn't make her boyfriend quit because of that, right? But, whatevs. I'm not sure. Is there a good cookbook for sauces? All your sauces are an epic fail and no oil. You guys tell me. I don't think there's too many sauces in Angie's books, right? I mean, there are some basic sauces, but there's not a plethora of them, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. So let me know. Yeah, it's not really we're not like a heavy saucy kind of recipe people. Hutchie, your boss is vegan, so you say what you want. That's great. You break it down about dairy all the time. Awesome. Gramper, are you a real human? What are you talking about there? Let me know if you have a question, Gravamper, because I just see a bunch of weird stuff from you. If you have a good question, let me know. Otherwise, I just might want to chill out on some of this weird stuff you're talking about there, like some guy getting shot and stuff. What is that? Okay, Simnet Nutrition does quite a few sauce recipes. Thanks for sharing that, Bob. Your favorite cookbook is the internet. Yeah, I know what you're saying. If you're just looking up something, just look up and type in vegan, and look up the thing you're trying to make, type in vegan. You'll probably find something. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show on YouTube might have some sauces. Okay, that's worth a shot as well. Let's see, Bill, I missed that. You had overnight oats this morning. Yeah, that's what I'll have often in the morning if I don't have any kind of banana smoothie. Let's see, Dawn, how are you a fake human, but I'm a real person? Please explain that, because that makes no sense. I'm getting a lot of nonsensical comments tonight, at least stuff that needs some fuller explanation that I'm not like able to infer. Let's see, what's that, Hutchie? You try to be as nice as you can about it, not judgmental, just passing on information. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're going to be at work or school or some kind of like more professionally sort of environment, most people are against animal abuse and exploitation. You're right. And there's just a disconnect and conditioning there. Yeah, you nailed it there. Yeah, good point there. Don't feel guilty about it, VLAM. I'm sure all of us, wish we could have gone vegan sooner and, not harmed as many animals as we did in our non-vegan past, You're joking, Don. I assumed you were. Let's see. You saw the final Obi-Wan Kenobi episode. I know Peter, our moderator, is really into that. But no, I don't have Disney Plus, but I know I can get it. Being a pass holder, they sent us for the parks. They sent us like some free coupon to get it for a month. So I should try to redeem that so I could watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, cheap, lazy vegan. There's another good source of potential good sauces there. What? Vegan metalhead? Can that even be possible? You fell off a donkey onto a wood floor while playing basketball? Why would you be on a donkey while playing basketball? Please explain that one. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's see. Avon Leah, where can you find good fruit? Your intake is mostly starch because 99% of the fruit I get tastes pretty poor from the grocery store. It depends on where you live at. Do you have any like places where you can go to a smaller, like maybe a farmer's market? But I know what you're saying. Yeah, the fruits at farmers markets are far superior in pretty much every way compared to ones that you find in the supermarket. But then some supermarkets have better fruits than others. Like out here, like Whole Foods and Sprouts have pretty good fruit compared to say to some of the just more mainstream supermarkets. So, but yeah, finding good tasty fruit can be challenging. But yeah, farmers markets are a good place to go. Like I've been eating tons and tons of cherries for the past few weeks. I was so bummed. I went there last Sunday. I thought it was going to be the last Sunday of our guys' cherries, and he didn't have any, or he ran out before I got there. I was so bummed. Donkey basketball? Is that even a thing? Is that really a thing? Donkey basketball? Wow. All right, let me get some water here. Yeah, look into farmers markets. Yeah, you can usually, if you don't know of any, you can usually like just go to Google, just type in where you live, like your, not your address necessarily, but like the city you live in, and type in farmers markets. And even in like more northern, colder climates, I've seen they have farmers markets, just not year round typically, like the summer months, like now. So yeah, head out there now. You're probably, if you start going now, you'll have like maybe 4 or 5 months of some really awesome fruit buying, hopefully. Yeah, we're spoiled out here. We have like almost every day a farmer's market that we could go to, but we just kind of, I should have went to the one tonight for more cherries. Oh, I have regrets. I didn't put that all together because I told my cherry guy was out last Sunday. All right, maybe I'll go to a farmer's market this week that I normally don't go to. Yeah, Uncle. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. They told me too. Don't drink out of a straw after a tooth extraction. But I don't drink out of straws really anyway. So for me, that was like, all right, cool. But I'll keep that in mind. Peaches. Yeah, you might not be in the right climate there in Mexico, huh? For a lot of the stone fruit. Wow. That is real, vegan metalhead. It sounded like it was so hardcore that it was like a joke, like so hardcore bizarre. But okay, yeah, never ride an animal again for sure. Make a video about going to a farmer's market. It'd be kind of boring. We used to do them in the past. People didn't really watch them too much back then, and probably people wouldn't watch them right now. Let's see. Squeaky water bottle. I got it. I haven't seen the user, Ryan's squeaky water bottle, show up tonight. Suction can dislodge the clot. Yeah, from getting like a tooth extraction. Yeah. I don't use straws, so nothing I had to worry about. Yeah, straw he's talking about, or he or she, Kutchi. Could be either. Or something else, who knows? Let's see. Myth of the line, you like plums better than peaches? It depends. I just really like good fruit. It doesn't matter if it's a plum or peach. I like them both. In the past, sometimes too, if I didn't have bananas, I'd make smoothies out of peaches if I had a lot of like good lower price, like bulk peaches. Let's see. Bill, you added it up, huh? I was wondering how many milligrams of cholesterol there'd be in 40 eggs. So what, 6,500 milligrams or 6.5 grams of cholesterol from 40 eggs. I'd like to see if there's any cardiologists, working licensed medical doctor, cardiologists, heart specialists that would say, 6.5 grams of cholesterol every day is really, really good for your heart. In fact, it's great for your heart. I would like to see if there's any of it go on record saying that. Oh, a straw in the water bottle. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it is technically a straw. I didn't put that together. I didn't connect the dots there, huh? Anyway, I'm drinking on the opposite side, but thanks for pointing that out. Thanks for pointing out Uncle Walt. I didn't think about that. I guess it is a form of straw. But it's not like a straw in the sense, I'm not getting this huge flow of water focused on a tiny area. It's just like this slower, more gentle, wider stream of water flow. Have I tried mate, like herba mate? Yeah, it's kind of like this like drink with a lot of, it's supposed to give you a lot of energy. I forgot what that ingredient is in the plant, but yeah, I haven't had it in a long time. It's the suction. Okay. All right, I'll be careful about that, guys. Thank you. Let's see. What have I missed here lately? Bill, I don't know how to ripen that kind of fruit. I know how to ripen bananas, though. Honey mangoes are your favorite fruit, Metalhead. I mean, Comunidad knows about them. The small yellow ones, those are typical mangoes here in Oaxaca. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like mangoes too. And we don't get really too many good fresh mangoes here in the United States. They're pretty much all imported, except for in late summer, early fall, we have, for like a few weeks, these California mangoes that you'll see at some of the markets. They're really, really good. Let's see, what else going on here, guys? Yeah, I'm feeling kind of tired today, strangely. My body feels a bit tired. I did pretty hard leg workout earlier today, so I'm feeling a little chill. I'm feeling quite full still from lunch, but my body feels a little beat. But anyway, I'm not going to go quite yet. I'm just going, I thought I'd feel like full on energy today, but yeah, now I'm sitting down, feeling the muscles kind of stretch out and produce some fatigue feelings, some sensations. You eat about 4 of those mangoes a day. Oh, wow, jealous. In season now, you get 2 kilos for $1.50. Damn. See, yeah, then they send those little yellow ones up here. And then they put them in some kind of hot water treatment. I'm not sure why, but that makes them not as good. My favorite cold dish for summer. I can't lie. Last time I went to Trader Joe's, it was during a heat wave. Like I was trying to find a healthier ice cream, and I found their vanilla one again. I remembered that from the past. I looked on the box. It's like barely any like saturated fats. Like all the other ice creams, like 20%, 40%, 72%. This one's like 5%. Like a daily value of saturated fat, not 5% content, but 5% of the daily value of saturated fat. So I'm going, okay, I'm going to get this. So I had a little bit yesterday. That was nice during, trying to come down from the. Yesterday was quite warm, but that felt good. Even though I got my tooth out, it was still a pretty warm day. I wanted something soft and something refreshing. But yeah, it's not something I have every day for sure. But even if I did, it's really not that bad for your heart health. It's like 5% daily value of saturated fat. I mean, that's like less than most nuts and seeds. Not to say I'm comparing them to nuts and seeds as far as a whole food versus a processed food being good for you. I'm just saying. Anyway. Uncle, cashew ice cream. It all depends. Most ice creams are made with some kind of like high saturated fat oil, particularly a coconut oil. So often you can have a cashew ice cream, but if it has a coconut oil in the base somehow, then you just got to look at the ingredients. That's the bottom line for every ice cream. Look at those ingredients if you want to reduce your saturated fat intake, as I do. Put ice cream on the tooth area. I'm sure the tooth area got some. My tooth is healing very fine. It just went. It was so easy. They extracted it in like 5 minutes. I never felt any pain. Even once the local anesthetic wore off, they told me to take some aspirin and Tylenol. I took it. I didn't feel any pain today. I didn't really feel anything. I looked in the mirror. It looks like it's healing fine. I think everything just went like textbook good on my extraction. Guavas, yeah, those are a nice fruit. I just like to keep some guavas around the house sometime and let them just make my house smell really sweet. Uncle, yeah, it was a lower, this side, the lower molar. I think it was 2015, this lower molar came out, and now 2022, this one came out. And again, if any anti-vegans like VD are watching, like, look, this is proof vegans lose their teeth. No, look, I have great, beautiful teeth here, guys. They're awesome. They're beautiful. Just I had neglected to take care of my teeth for most of my 20s and 30s before I was ever vegan. And this is before I even heard of the word vegan in my 20s. I wasn't taking good care of my teeth. I wasn't going to the dentist. I wasn't getting my teeth cleaned. So I developed deep gum pocket cavities. Not cavities, gum pockets in the back 2 molars. And I learned about this around the time when I went vegan. Around 2010, when I went vegan, is when I started going to my current dentist. And they said, bro, they didn't say bro, but yeah, you've got some damage here. They were like 8 or 9 millimeters. If any of you guys know anything about how that stuff works, which is bad. That's like a step or 2 away from the tooth coming out. So basically I had some borrowed time. I had some extra years of having these teeth. In fact, I got the pockets down to like 5 millimeters or so, 5 or 6, something like that. But you can never get it to make it healthy and normal again once they're that bad. So anyway, yeah, I had issues for a long time, and finally they're both gone now. What's that, vegan metalhead? What? That sounds gross. Why are you watching that video, man? Thumbs down, man. Report that for cruelty and grossness. Yuck. Hey, Byzantine Ladybug. How's it going? Bill, you like tahini, lemon, and garlic? I like lemon. Tahini, a bit, but garlic, that's not my thing at all. Let's see. Uncle says the lower teeth are usually a little harder to have out, so you sound like I'm doing better than average. Yeah, it came out really easy, and yeah, no pain. Yeah, totally cool, So yeah, we'll see how the eating is, because I've already, eat on this side without a bottom molar. I've been doing that since 2015-ish, no problem. So I'm sure this other side will work out just fine as well. You watch bizarre things, sorry. Oh man, don't give them any life, don't give them any hits. That's my philosophy, and they're gross too. What you described there on that particular one, veal brains, whoa. Let's see. Adam wants to know if I've ever noticed any problems with at all with bananas I eat. In what sense? I know you eat. No, I don't do 10 a day. It depends on banana size and how much energy. I think today I had 7 bananas in my smoothie. I really want to eat more. You're tipping the tide for you to eat more. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Some bananas are small, some are big. I'm kind of trying to get my blender up to a certain point where I can pour 1.5 big cups of my smoothie. That's what I'm kind of aiming for on a day where I really need it. Like today, where I did a pretty hard leg workout. But yesterday when I didn't work out, I just got a tooth extracted. When I came back, I made me a little smoothie, like maybe 4 or 5 bananas, put in way less clean machine green protein. I put some in there still. It might be helpful for the recovery and all that stuff. But yeah, don't worry about having 10 bananas a day. Just eat what you need. Even after going to the gym and playing basketball for like 2 hours and 15 minutes and burning like 1,100 calories, I still don't usually have 10 bananas. Just simply they won't fit in the current blender I'm using for banana smoothie making. Yeah, but yeah, 7, 8, 9 bananas on a day like that. Yeah, it's been a while, Byzantine Ladybug. I remember you. I miss you. Hutchie, well, the bone loss, I'm not sure, are you talking about the bone on the teeth or bone beneath? Because the tooth was perfect looking. When they were trying to figure out what was wrong with my tooth last week, we took an x-ray and the tooth is gorgeous. It looks perfect. There's like no cavities or bone loss on the teeth. It looks amazing. Just for some reason, the nerve died beneath it, which I'm not sure how. My dentist doesn't even know exactly why that happened. He thought maybe I grind my teeth at night, which I don't think I do. Anyway, it still came out pretty darn easily. I'm grateful for that. Graf, do onions and garlic hurt digestion? They don't do. I don't think they help my digestion or Angie's digestion. Other of you guys seem to be fine with your digestions having garlic and onions. And yeah, there's certain factions of Buddhism that don't eat onions and garlic as well. So there is some basis for my preference there as far as other groups of people not liking onions and garlic too. 2 a.m. vegan. You just uploaded a short exposing Sean Faker for lying about fruitarians' teeth being destroyed from fruit. The photo was not all of a fruitarian, but of a meth user. Really? So he's trying to say, look at this mouth here. It's a fruitarian's mouth. It's really a meth user's mouth. Wow, that's so disingenuous and deceitful. Like, how can people legitimately find what these guys are saying to be to have any truth when they're so obviously deceitful? Hey, Dre Starman. Yeah, I was on the doctors back then. Yeah, I was having more closer to 10 bananas a day. It could have been 8 if they're huge bananas. But yeah, I was doing more in that 10 banana range back then. That was worked out for me back then. But yeah, now I find I don't need as many bananas. And I'm up in the protein a little bit too. Instead of 1,000 calories from bananas, maybe 800 or 700 calories from bananas, and getting a few more macronutrients from the Clean Machine Green Protein. Let's see. So Hutchie, who works at a dentist's office, you know this stuff. The pockets I were talking about implies bone loss in the jawbone around the tooth. So below the tooth, not the tooth itself. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, the tooth itself looked good, but yeah, maybe there's some bone loss beneath that. The doctors were not impressed. Well, they actually were impressed. I remember the plastic surgery doctor. Is that what he was? I can't remember. Not Dr. Stork, but the other guy, the older one. Anyway, I remember he said 1,000 bananas. 10 bananas. Are you worried that's 1,000 calories a day? And it's like, yeah, I know. And Angie's pointing out, look how lean. I go, yeah, I run. I was running a lot back then. I on a daily basis burn through more calories than I do now. The kind of training I do now. I work out for shorter amounts of time as opposed to going on hour and a half runs like I used to do a lot back then. But I still burn a lot of calories, but not I'm saying it's just a different kind of intensity level I work at now than just long, slow runs, burning through a bunch of calories every day. But it worked for me. I wasn't overweight by any stretch back then. I weighed about maybe 175 back then and 196 or 7 right now, eating fewer bananas. Let me get a little more water here. I'll be careful with the straw thingy and not get it anywhere near the tooth in question. Oh, good to see you, Meat Committee.Vegane. I'll be back Friday. I don't think it'll be on too much longer today. In fact, I might want to go out and try to catch the sunset. It looked like there were a bunch of cool clouds gathering. We might have a pretty epic one tonight. I don't know. But anyway, that's still almost an hour, about an hour off from now. But I don't think I'll be on another hour. But just letting you know. Yeah, I'm with you, Byzantine Ladybug. I just don't like garlic in general. I just don't like how it keeps me kind of smelly. Huh, that's an interesting tidbit, Uncle. Yeah, why not? Uncle, you must eat more calories than you burn. I don't know. I think it's tougher as we get older. Like it just seems like it's tougher to prevent like some of the signs of the body. Things that are related to aging. Not to say that make us look old, but just like body things that happen. Like like keeping like a slim torso or belly. That gets harder and harder. I never had a flat belly, even when I was eating like 10 bananas a day and all that and running all that. I just genetically not designed to have like six-pack abs. But as I get older and older, yeah, it's harder and harder to have like this tight ab and mid, lower whatever that area is called, where the abs are. It just happens, that's why, you see more older dudes with pot bellies than teenagers. Not to say teenagers never have them, just harder as you get older. I think metabolism changes or something like that. Hutchie, you got to get up in 7 hours. Cool. I'm glad I came on a little early on this day so some East Coast people can stay up with me and enjoy a night of vegan chatting. At least your wrinkles are plump. Yeah, I think I look a little bit better now. And then I said if I weighed like what I did when I was eating 10 bananas a day, I like having a little extra plumpness up here. So I don't have to think about, oh man, I'm thin, but then I look like 10 years older than I am. It's okay, right? Angie probably likes the dad bod. Hey, I don't have a dad bod. I'm just saying, you get thicker around the middle as you get older. It's harder to lose that if you already have some, and if you're trying to get it smaller to have six-pack abs, it's pretty hard as well. Let's see, Byzantine Ladybug. Is anyone going to try to see the planet alignment in 2 days? Tell me more. What's up with that? What's the planet alignment in 2 days, and how do you see it? Are you joking? I mean, one could argue I have a dad bod. I guess I don't know. Who knows? I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just got a little something down there. But I've always had a little something down in the belly area. It was never flat, even when I weighed 170. Oh yeah, Abel, I'm still consuming bananas. Like I said, pretty much every day I have a banana smoothie of roughly 6 to 8 bananas. I think 6 or 7 is like a good average for me, but it depends on the size of the bananas and how much energy I expended in the workout prior to having the smoothie. But yeah, I'm still eating bananas after all these years. I still don't have diabetes, still not obese or overweight, and all these other horrible things that all these anti-vegans are saying would happen to me if I just ate 10 bananas a day or 8 bananas a day for like a month, let alone years. I've been doing this now since like 2013 or something like that, like 10 years, Anyway. Let's see. All right, I'll look it up, Byzantine Ladybug. Alignment of the planets. I think I know what you're talking about because I used to be into astronomy. Not astrology, but astronomy. And I know what you're saying. The planets are rotating the sun. And yeah, alignments are when during their orbits, they come into like they'll be in a formation or close together. In fact, that's how launching satellites or spacecraft to Mars happens. That happens, they time it so that when the planets are in close proximity to each other in a sort of an alignment. Or else they would have to fly much further and it would take much, much longer. But yes. Yeah, us Osterizer. That's what I use, Uncle. Yeah, we have a what's the good one called? The Vitamix. We have that, but Angie prefers I don't use our nice and expensive Vitamix on a daily basis, dirtying it up and stinking it up with bananas, as what happened with our previous one. Yeah, we use the Vitamix for other things, and I use an Osterizer for banana smoothies. Why? Because Osterizer has more than enough energy to grind bananas down. You don't need a high-end blender to make banana smoothies. Bananas are soft and easy. They blend pretty much with any blender. Yeah, NutriBullet. That'll get it done too, for sure. Yeah, you need 2 of them probably, huh? Because they are kind of small, I remember. I never had one. Hey, Vegan Metalhead. Hey, I think you're our first Streamlabs. No, second Streamlabs tip of the evening. Our first one was the guy who was talking about 40 eggs.
With a knife is as bad as some of the comments tonight.
Is that guy still here? Let me see. Let me check it out. Let me check out the comments. I can't think I've seen any. Did he get banned or something? Let's see. Are you talking about that guy that was saying that a bunch of weird stuff earlier, Vegan Metalhead? Is that who you're talking about? Stinking my blender with the nans. Yeah, that's pretty much what Angie's saying. Yeah, she didn't want me stinking up her nice Vitamix with my stinky bananas day in and day out. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Any of you guys who make banana smoothies on a regular basis like I do know that your blender has a certain smell to it too. And now my blender not only smells like bananas, it also has a smell of like, you know, a little bit of Clean Machine green protein. Angie doesn't want these smells in there when she's making like kale chips and other things. You know, she does not want that. Reese Sinai? Ryan, what do I think about the nutritional advice that Darren Ryder gives? 90 or 95% carbs from rice, sugar, fruit. He's saying like, not even like an 80-10-10 macronutrient ratio, like a 90-5-5 or a 95 2.5 or something like that. If you can find any like incredible health organizations that suggest that, I would love to see it. I'm not calling them out. I just want to see an actual actual health professionals, an organization of health professionals that have found that to be an advisable amount for getting adequate all your nutrition, not just carbohydrates, but all your other macronutrients and micronutrients, vitamins and minerals. I'm curious to see. I know anyone can say anything they want online, but I just want to see if there's any research and health professionals advocating such what I think is a little bit high macronutrient ratio there in favor of carbs. Yeah, I like carbohydrates, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's why I have my banana smoothies every morning. But sounds like if you're getting like 95% of your calories from carbohydrates, you're gonna be lacking in some other things, would be my guess. I'm not a health professional. That's why I'm asking you not to believe me, and don't believe him for that matter. I'm not saying he's a bad person or I'm a bad person. I'm just saying I wouldn't particularly want to get my nutritional advice from a YouTuber, myself included. I would like to get it from science and from health professionals, particularly not just singular people, but organizations of health professionals. So I'd like to see what information's out there. So again, I'm not disputing it. I'm just a little skeptical on that number. And if I'm proven wrong, so be it. I'm not calling him a bad person or anything like that. Byzantine Ladybug, what are you confused about there? Well, you make veggie smoothies. Yeah, I don't put any veggies in my smoothies. Yeah, just pretty much fruit and Clean Machine green protein. I guess that could be considered a veggie. I guess duckweed, I guess, is a vegetable, I guess, more so than it is a fruit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a food pro that you use for salsa, and it always smells like salsa. Yeah, come to my house here and you sniff my osterizer, and it smells like bananas and Clean Machine green protein, which I don't mind. It's fine because that's pretty much all I put in my osterizer blender. Okay, Reese, I'm glad you liked that answer. Yeah, I'm not trying to start a fight with Harley or anything like that. Just saying I'd like to see some other opinions confirming or not confirming that recommendation. That's it. Not saying the messenger is bad or anything like that. Yeah, I was confused about that too, Byzantine Ladybug. Yeah, what Vegan Metalhead was saying here. I know we had some guy on earlier saying a bunch of weird stuff. That probably was his name. I just didn't commit it to memory, his name. Let's see. Let's see. How long have I been on tonight? I'm just kind of curious. Oh, God, I thought it was going to be on like an hour. It's already almost an hour and 40 minutes. Wow. Wasn't planning to. I just wanted to come on and do a midweek live stream and have a few people who can't watch the Friday live streams catch me tonight. And plus my hair looked kind of cool today. I thought it dried kind of interesting today. I think I'm going to try to repeat this in the future. I kind of dig this kind of like wet, wavy kind of look here. You know, it's fun having hair that you can kind of do stuff with, you know? I mean, if an anti-vegan wants to see me say that and go, that is not masculine. Men don't play or do things with their hair. They just shave it off or just have boring hair. I mean, that's your opinion. If you want to have a boring haircut, totally cool. If I want to have, I'm a musician. Like musicians are kind of known for having like slightly more than interesting hair compared to a normal person. You know, I'm a musician. I'm not a professional athlete or a professional toxic masculine online personality or something like that. You know, anyway. Yeah, see me Friday. I'll be back Friday for sure. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like Bush from the 90s. I remember that band. Yeah, Gavin. That was his name. Gavin's hair. Yeah, see, musicians do stuff with their hair. It's just a known fact, you know? So, yeah, if these hardcore anti-vegan, toxic masculine dudes aren't artists or musicians, that's their tough shit. You know, I don't have to live by their weird standards. So, yeah, if I can make my hair wavy for the hell of it, I'm going to do it. Life's short. Have fun, you know? If that doesn't do anything for you, you don't have to. Just keep, lifting weight all day and being a dick. If that turns you on, that's cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying having hair at age 50. Almost 55, guys. I'll be 55. Let's see. In a little more than a month, And Joe Rogan, too. We'll be 55 in a little over a month. Yeah, good night to you, Byzantine Ladybug. Come back. We miss you here. Any questions or comments before I leave you and see you in a couple nights? I don't want to stay here too long. I want to make sure you guys come back Friday night when we have the big debunk veganism thing going on. So any questions or comments for me while you have me here before I leave y'all? So let me know. Yeah, that's true, huh? Vegan Wesker must be older than, I would say, 40 if you know about Bush, huh? Oh, Cassie. Yeah, we don't mention that channel by name. We just refer to it as VD because those are the 2 letters of her channel name. It's a channel that makes all sorts of wild, baseless, and often slanderous remarks about vegans in an attempt to discredit veganism. It's all just personal attacks, not based on science or logic or anything like that. VD, I'm glad you brought her up, Cassie, because I was talking about hair here. Several years ago, she made a video saying that veganism is making my hair, making me bald, basically. My hair's not... I don't have enough hair for a guy in his 50s. What are you talking about? Joe Rogan, we're born the same year, just a week apart. He's completely bald, and she doesn't complain about that, being the same age as me. But me, being a vegan, the fact that when I started my channel over almost 10 years ago, I had thicker hair. Usually a guy in his 40s, early 40s has thicker hair than he does in his mid 50s, but that's not a fault of veganism. That's just a fault of aging. But according to people like VD, vegans have to be perfect. We cannot ever age. She'll make videos. Have you seen oh, look at this video of Ryan or someone from 5 years ago, and here he is now. Look how much older. Yeah, we age over time. And then she'll always pick a very unflattering moment too. She'll get a video of me here talking in this live stream. Then she'll pause it when I go and make a whole video. Look at Ryan here. And he looks like that. His eyes are all twisted and he has wrinkles on his head. No, and she made a video one time too. I was out in the sun. I got done playing basketball, a hard workout, and I was hiding from the sun a little bit. It was really high noon, and I had these lines on my head. She says, look, he has lines on his head. No, they were just there because I was doing this. She'll just make it these lines are on his head. He's wrinkling prematurely because he's vegan. No, it was hot and the sun was out midday. It's just she just makes bull crap up. So and I don't know why she picks on people like me. I don't care about her. I mean, I do now that she slanders me and crap like that. But yeah, she just makes up lies. In fact, she found this one. This is so silly. She tried to make a video, the one where I'm going bald because I'm vegan, and she's trying to say in the same breath that my eyebrows are falling out because I'm vegan. And to make her point, she found, I don't know where she found this. She found a photo of me with my band, Love Spirals Downwards, of signing autographs in Mexico City in the 90s. I think it was about 1995 or something like that. And she found it was a pretty bad photo. I mean, it wasn't a high quality version of the photo. And she's trying to, like, it was kind of blurry, low resolution. I said, look, I have the photo here. I know exactly this photo. And I have a brand new scanner. I scanned it at high resolution. And my eyebrows have not changed since 1995. They're exactly the same. But she finds this old, fuzzy, low res photo where you can't really make out my eyebrows, but they look thicker because there's no resolution in the photo. And said, look at now, his eyebrows are thinner. Like, no, they're the same. But it's just bullcrap. She has this whole dumb theory that if you go vegan, all these horrible things will happen. Your hair falls out, your health gets all wrecked. It's complete nonsense. I have all my blood tests I've ever had as a vegan, and some from before being vegan, up on YouTube for everyone to see. Nothing hidden, complete transparency. But those don't matter. Doesn't care about that. All she can try to do is pick on personal appearances and fault me for being for aging over time. Vegans cannot age over time, apparently, because if you do, you'll get called out. Veganism is debunked because you're supposed to be immortal if you go vegan or something like that, you know? So anyway, yeah, that's that channel there. That is who is VD? That is her channel name, VD. Danielle, lack over 50 nutrients. Oh, tell us more. I was going to go Daniela Nunez, but if you want to tell us something about veganism being like, are you going to try to debunk veganism? Because I'll stay on a few more minutes, Daniela, if you want to debunk veganism. I'm quite entertained right now. If you want, I mean, I'm motivated to answer your questions. So Daniela Nunez, please tell me more about vegans lacking nutrients and stuff. Is that your argument? And if so, if vegans are lacking over 50 nutrients, oh, okay, yeah, okay, thank you, Danielle. Yeah, I know that's what he says. That's what I don't even want to repeat his name too. He's like the male VD, basically, you know? Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, Daniel. I should remember you from the past. I just didn't see your comments pop up in the recent screen here. But yeah, that's what he says, this male version of VD, that vegans are lacking all these nutrients. And if so, if vegans were truly lacking in these 50 nutrients, how long would it take for the vegan's body to become sick and diseased and fall apart? And, you know, I'm still waiting. 11 and a half years into this, no animal products, no meat, no dairy, no eggs, no honey, not consuming any of this stuff. How come I'm waiting for this vegan deteriorating to kick in? When's it going to happen? When I was vegan like 4 years, they said, wait till you're 5-year vegan, then it'll all start falling apart. Fine, blood test fine. They said, well, wait till you get to 7 years. That's when people really start falling apart. Fine, here I am, 11 and a half years. And they'll say, well, it's going to happen one day. One day you're going to get old and die. And yeah, that won't have anything to do with being vegan. It'll have to do with being old. Anyway, yeah. Cassie, you had the best pregnancy when you were vegan compared to when you were meat eating. Yeah, wait till I'm 170 years old. Then that deteriorating veganism is going to kick in finally. I mean, when's it going to... They just keep pushing the goalposts back and back. Like, when's it going to... How come it hasn't happened yet? If meat and eat were so essential, there's all these missing nutrients in eating plants. Like, how come nothing bad's happening yet? Except me going bald, apparently, and losing my eyebrows and whatever. And my face having wrinkles permanently stuck like that. Not... VD. So when's this all going to happen? It's complete nonsense. They don't have anything. That's why I made a post on Twitter yesterday. Let me show you it, because this really sums up what's going on with where am I here? Come on. No. No, I don't want to sign up. I'm already right here. How many of us, I'm saying, anti-vegans rely solely on personal attacks like, oh, Ryan's going bald, or unsubstantiated one-liners like vegans are missing 50 nutrients that they repeat amongst themselves, and they believe it to be true because they've been saying it for a year or two. Vegans are lacking 50 nutrients. They just think it's true because they've heard it so many times, even though it's completely false. They are utterly incapable of making anything resembling a rational argument. Those of you who watch my live streams have seen this to be a fact week after week, that anti-vegans are incapable, utterly incapable of constructing rational arguments. All they can do is attack you. Oh, Ryan's going bald. He has a wrinkle up here. Veganism is debunked. Or they'll just repeat nonsense. Oh, vegans get no nutrients and you're going to die. You know, just nonsense like that. They have nothing. And why do I say this? Because I've been waiting every week, week after week, for an anti-vegan to come here and do something more than fling poop on the wall, or just make dumb personal attacks, or sometimes anecdotal things like I stopped being vegan and I ate meat and I feel great. Oh, okay, that's good for you, awesome, but that doesn't debunk anything. You're just giving us one person's supposed story. I've not seen a logical argument there debunking veganism. Anyway, Daniela, just take care of your teeth, man. That's what I recommend. Yeah, brush after every meal. Maybe not immediately, but yeah, brush. And here's what I do. Every day I brush after breakfast, and I try to brush after lunch. I definitely brush before I go to bed. And also too, I bathe pretty much every day. And after I get out of the bath, I use my water pick, an oral irrigator that you use to go in between the teeth and in the gum line and stuff to flush stuff out with water. Before I go to bed, I floss with dental floss. So that's what I do. Yeah, brush several times a day, water irrigator, dental floss, and I also have these little picks that my oral hygienist gave to me that go in the kind of like cracks of the teeth just to shove in there and gets food that gets lodged in there, dislodge them. So yeah, take care of your teeth, guys, or else you'll get some teeth extracted in the future. And it won't have anything to do with veganism. It'll have to do with how well or not well you took care of your teeth. Yeah, I had an electric brush. I didn't use that as much. I just found it too hard to plug it in. I'll just brush with the normal brush. But yeah, if you're good with that, yeah, regular flossing. Yeah, water and regular flossing. You might want to consider the little picks too. I forgot what brand they are. I could try to show them to you on Friday if you want. But yeah, just little sticks that you stick in the teeth in between like meals or something like that, just to get food that's lodged in there. Because for me, that's bad. If food's in there slowly decaying, it's providing a steady flow of food for the bacteria that not only cause cavities, in my case, make the gum pockets worse. Marizami, what are my thoughts on almost vegans, like those who are vegan except for one specific animal product? Like, I don't know any people like that, really. Like, what's the specific animal products that they keep around and don't get rid of? I'm just kind of curious why they would keep an animal product. Let's see, Cassie, no VD here. Your husband lost 40 pounds and reversed his diabetes on a whole food vegan diet. Well, if your husband made a video, I'm sure VD would pause it and find some not flattering frame of you or your husband and make up some horrible, defaming crap, and lie about it. So yeah, that's how VD works, like that. But congratulations though on your husband. He reversed diabetes, lost 40 pounds, eating a whole food vegan diet. Awesome. Let's see. VLAM, what strength training did I do when I was just starting out? It's kind of the same stuff I'm doing now. I'm just doing different, more sport-specific versions of them. But like a lot of it are what they call like compound movements. Ones where you're not just focusing on just like a bicep or something like that. Trying to involve many muscles and muscle groups together. So let me just give you a little list here, and you could do a little more research. You've probably heard of all these, but as far as like for me, lower body strength, like squats and deadlifts, and I have certain variations that I like to perform that are better for my tall, long body, and ones that I perform that are very specific to basketball, to improving vert and sprinting speed, for that matter. But yeah, squats, deadlifts, and bench press. Those are 3 great compound lifts that'll work your, most of your body there. Then you maybe want to add something in that'll get your back a little bit more. But yeah, those that's a great place to start there. And then you can work on the beach muscles too if you want, if that's your thing. Do more like isolation things. But yeah, just if you just want to get general strength, those you'll be hard pressed to find too many weight trainers who would say not to do those 3. But there's more. There's way more you can do. But that's a good place to start right there. Hey, AJ Vintage, good to see you. I guess you've been on for a little bit. I just saw you right now. I'll be going pretty soon. Yeah, I've been on almost 2 hours. I want to make sure everyone will be back Friday. Just wanted to pop on, and I haven't done a midweek live stream in maybe a month or so. It's been a while, and Angie suggested I come on tonight, so I did. Let's see. Adam, let's see. Okay, I guess you're going to keep me on a little extra here, Adam, because you cut your question in half. What are my thoughts about keeping around 20 pounds of extra fat on my body above my minimum for the specific reason? What do you mean above the minimum? Like, what are you talking about? Like the low end of BMI? Because I think my BMI is like right in the middle, or maybe a little high, like a little bit above the middle for my my height and weight. But anyway, let's see, what are your thoughts about keeping an extra 20 pounds of fat? Yeah, above what? Because I like what I weigh right now. And I don't want to weigh much more than I do right now. In fact, I wouldn't mind if I could maybe lose a pound or 2 or 3 just to maybe be a little quicker on the basketball court. But yeah, that's probably my body fat percentage there. I don't think I'm single digit body fat or anything like that. I don't even think I was when I was doing all that running and mostly raw diet. Trying to do your first pull-up VLAM. Yeah, those can be hard for a number of reasons. If you weigh a lot, like if you're taller but don't have a really well developed upper body, you're pulling a lot more weight than someone who's shorter and may have better development already. They're just maybe naturally. There's things that can help you. Assisted pull-ups. I do those sometimes. I can do chin-ups. I don't do pull-ups. I do chin-ups. But sometimes I'll do assisted pull-ups or chin-ups too. I use resistance bands hanging off the top of my squat rack. And that way you can do a lot of reps too. Because I'm doing like chin-ups, I forgot what I do. Maybe 4 or 5, something like that. It's tough. I weigh like nearly 200 pounds yet. I don't have this particularly robustly strong upper body. It's it's like someone that weighs 150 that doesn't have a big body up top too. And they'd have to put 50 pounds on them to get the same resistance that I'm getting. So yeah, resistance bands can help. Just look for assisted pull-ups on YouTube, or assisted chin-ups, whatever your favorite is, and that'll help you out too. A resistance band can actually help you not lift the entire brunt of your body weight. But I haven't done much in the way of pull-ups or chin-ups for quite a while, so I don't even know what I could do right now. That just hasn't been something I've been focusing on. I got other things that really are way more important to me right now as far as what I'm training for. Favorite sushi? Future sushi? What are you guys talking about there? Okay, you're talking about emergencies, like survival videos. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're preparing for emergencies in general, which is kind of weird, but I know people do that. So if you're one of those doomsday prepper types, cool. Yeah, put on an extra 20 pounds if that's like kind of your thing, And all seriousness, I remember shows like Survivor. I've seen people like on CBS, where they go out in the jungle and... Anyway, I've seen people show up on the show like emaciated, thin. I go, no way. If I were to go on Survivor, in that case, I'd want to put on an extra few pounds. I don't know about 20, but at least like 10 extra pounds, 15 extra pounds. Because if you stay any length of time on the show, they weigh them at the end. They always lose a ton of weight. So you don't want to show up already emaciated for a situation like that, where you're going to be underfed and overworked and lose a bunch of weight. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's certain situations where having an extra few pounds is very, very beneficial. Yeah, Yeah, so situations like Survivor, or if you're going to be something like that in real life, or yeah, doomsday prepper who thinks, yeah, you might have to go without a lot of food for a while. In those cases, yeah, maybe so, but I'm not a doomsday prepper, and I'm not going on Survivor anytime soon. And I think my weight is quite good right now, and if something crazy were to happen, I'm not totally emaciated right now, so I think I'm okay as far as that goes. A Catalina trip, probably not again this year. One reason is we still don't have a reliable cat sitter. Maybe we'll find one over the next few weeks or months, but until we find a good, reliable cat sitter, ours left during the whole lockdown. She moved away. So we need someone we can trust with our babies. Yeah, exactly. Also, your wife got cancer. Sorry to hear that, Adam. Well, you're our second person in the live chat today to have a wife with a cancer situation. Hospital time, and so she lost 25 pounds or so. General emergency plan, not doomsday planning, just planning ahead. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe doomsday planning was like the wrong term, but yeah, someone just kind of, I just use that as a catch-all for people who are kind of planning for, like, you know, just unpredictable situations / emergencies that would where you would benefit from having a few more pounds on, and if something like that happens, you'll be so happy you did that. But yeah, I'm not doing that kind of planning or lifestyle yet. VLAM, you're a stereotypical weak, scrawny vegan. Hey, everyone, unless you're like genetically gifted, you know, most people are not born particularly buff and cut and strong, you know, that all that stuff takes a lot of work. But yeah, if you're just looking to start building some strength, yeah, you might want to work with a trainer just at first so you know how to like do the lifts, or do a lot of research online. Watch tons of YouTube videos of people that seem to know what they're talking about as far as how to have good form and how your body should be and what you should be focusing on. Yeah, squats, deadlifts, bench press. You know, it's hard to go wrong with those 3 lifts starting out, and for experienced lifters as well. Yeah, and once you get into it, you might have things you want to specialize in and focus on more. You can add stuff to that. But that's a great place to start for building general strength. Yeah, fake sushi in Hong Kong. Whole pieces of sashimi, tuna, and salmon made with seaweed. You think you quite like the real thing. That sounds like some good vegan sushi there. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think I will call it tonight. 2 hours. I did go over my 2-hour thing. I was trying not to get over 2 hours. Cassie, I don't know if our food prices have increased much here. I honestly don't have a great memory. I don't like follow too many foods to see, like, man, they're more expensive now. But I'm not really sure. I couldn't answer that with any certainty. So anyway, guys, good to see y'all, and I will be back Friday for another Debunk Veganism. So yeah, if you know any people online that really give you a bunch of crap, or friends or foes at work or school that think veganism sucks and it's horrible, and tell them to come to the live stream Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I give them an opportunity. They don't have to have a camera, just in words and text, to make their point, present their case, present an argument, give me some great example, and we will honestly entertain it and see if what they say does what they think it does, like debunk veganism. So let people know, come Friday, spread the word. Friday's the night to debunk veganism. But this is a great crowd tonight. We didn't have to go down that road, and that dark road sometimes that we go down with the anti-vegans. This is cool. That's why I like to make my midweek live streams not about debunking veganism, but rather instead ask a vegan anything, which we did a lot of tonight. So good to see y'all. And let me think, what else is going on? Yeah, make sure, if you haven't already, watched the video I put out yesterday about this guy with 3.4 million subscribers on YouTube, Flav City, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, saying all this nonsense about vegan diets being environmentally bad and soy and all this nonsense. So anyway, check that out. It came out yesterday. And leave a comment and like it if you saw it. All right, guys, so thanks so much, and I'll be back Friday ready to debunk the debunkers. So until then, guys, let's remain happy, healthy, and vegan. See you guys Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye-bye.